Hello, my name is Daniel Hawkins and I'm a second year MBA candidate and a Centre for Digital Strategies MBA Fellow at the Tuck School of Business at Dartmouth College. I'm pleased to welcome Mary McDowell, Executive Vice President and Chief Development Officer at Nokia, who is joining us today as part of the Brit Technology Impact Series. So one of the most popular apps is navigation, turn-by-turn navigation, and Nokia recently announced free navigation on a range of handsets. Also we have Google through Android offering the same service, really showing a real sense of competition. It's very difficult to win the battle for consumers. You have to bundle more and more value for free with the phone. Is that the way where we're going?
Yeah, I think it's clear that people aren't going to use these just to make phone calls anymore. We've been moving up the ladder in terms of what services people expect to be standard with the device. And so to the extent that that sort of arms race continues, I think that favors large companies with the wherewithal to invest in new capabilities and integrate them across volume platforms. So we're all in favor of augmenting the hardware with these rich services and making that the basis of the value proposition to the consumer.
So just one more question on location-based services. So Nokia acquired obviously Navtech a couple of years ago, and you just acquired Metacata more recently. So it'd be interesting to hear a bit more about your vision specifically for location-based services and social location.
Right. So if we think about an inherently mobile experience, we think it's very different for how people are going to experience the internet than on a PC. The mobile is always on and typically always with you. People are more loath to leave the house without their wedding ring, than they are with your mobile device. It's just that much a standard part of how people live their lives. Well, because we have the information about your location and typically information about your social network, and maybe you've got your calendar also, we can start to triangulate data to create a context lens to make sure the information that you're getting is relevant to you and your situation. And social networking is very important, but really location offers probably the richest opportunity for creativity and innovation in terms of content and types of services for people. So it was a big leap when we went from car navigation to pedestrian navigation. As we start embedding technologies like augmented reality and other capabilities, it starts to get pretty powerful in terms of making an intensely personalized experience for the consumer.
So one final question for you. So a lot of classes here are offered at Tuck, helping students explore issues faced by big technology companies like Nokia, operating in complicated ecosystems and trying to innovate and keep the pace of innovation up. So is there any advice you would give to MBA students who are entering this field as product managers or as consultants?
So I have only the lens of my personal experience, but I would say if you have a choice, definitely the product management track, I think, gives you the greatest latitude to understand how a company really works and be in the core of what the company is all about. And I'm a little bit of a technology geek, so I think I'm biased here, but I think there's nothing more satisfying in the world than making some really great product that your customers love and achieve some market success. And so if you can take your brain power and apply it to what's possible from a technology standpoint and what's viable in the market and make something compelling, that is really satisfying. And I think the opportunity there is it puts you in a good position then to understand the other functions within the company and accelerate your career. I think in contrast, coming as a consultant gives you sort of a view, but maybe only a surface view of a particular problem or a particular engagement. And I've seen the challenge of consultants coming into companies, typically starting in a strategy role, which is fine, but then often, needing to reset their expectations in terms of needing to get their hands dirty before the career can really advance. So I would say better to start off getting your hands dirty, making products, and that would probably lead to faster career acceleration.
Well, that's great advice. Thank you. So Mary, on behalf of the Centre for Digital Strategies at Tuck, I'd like to thank you again for speaking with us today. This has been Daniel Hawkins for the Centre for Digital Strategies at the Tuck School of Business.
Thanks.